back to the channel. I'm Soph, and today we're actually doing my June TBR. Now, I'm recording this and I still have 11 days in May. So I'm not going to give you any updates on my May reading situation, but I wanted to get a head start on my June TBR. I am on vacation and I know that when June starts, it will be sort of hectic. I am going on vacations with my boyfriend. We're going a week away to a Portuguese island in Azores. So we're going away for a week. Of course, I am going to bring books with me. He is expecting that as well because he knows me. I mean, he's dating me and he knows that me equals at least one book around me at all times. So he knows what to expect. So we are going away for a week, both of us. And it's my birthday month. So I am expecting to get some books this month. At least for my birthday. I am planning to buy one, at least. Because I really want to get the final book in the Three Dark Crowns quartet. I have the first three, but I am missing Five Dark Fates, which I did not get when it came out. So I got it as an ebook. I did not get it as a physical copy, and it's the only one I'm missing. So I am planning on buying at least that one. Yeah, there's like literally there's not a lot of other books that I would like to get. Hopefully I would like to get Chain of Iron by Cassandra Clare, because the cover for Chain of Thorns was released yesterday. So I do want to read, I do want to keep up with the Shadowhunters universe. I, however, am not being able to get into that book as an ebook. So I do want to get it in physical copy. Sometimes I just do not vibe with certain books in certain formats. And given that this is a series that I really like and I really enjoy, I would like to get that one. But priority is Five Dark Fates, and the rest will sell. Maybe Queen of Nothing. But again, it depends. I really want to reread Cruel Prince and The Wicked King to see if I'm still vibing before buying the last one. Anyway, in June, we also have the Whateverathon. Now, this is the first time I'm participating in this readathon. I did not participate in it last year because I honestly can't tell you. I think I was still trying to do my Axis Libris readathon, which ended up not going well. I would like to bring Axis Libris back to life someday. Not right now, because I feel like I don't have a lot of time right now, and you know, my life is still a little bit hectic. But I would like to bring Axis Libris right now. It was an amazing community. I would like to talk with some other content creators in order to, you know, get some support, get some ideas. But, you know, Axis Libris being brought back to life is an idea that I am considering. But, Whateverathon. So, I have watched the video from Maddie's channel twice so far, trying to get all the rules and everything, and it seems to be my kind of readathon. So I am joining. I am part of the Shelf Slayers, which is the team led by Becca, and it's the team that is more inspired in fantasy, which is my genre. So I am excited. In the off chance that I somehow manage to finish the Shelf Slayers board, I will try another one. I don't know which one, But, you know, in the very, very, very off chance that I am able to do that. Anyway, we are going to start with my cards, and then I am going to show you some planning or, you know, some ideas I get from trying to fit these books into the Whateverathon board. We're gonna do 4 draws as I usually do, and let's go. Round number 1. I also have a commission painting to do, and today I'm not feeling it. I started it yesterday, like the overall sketch, because I need to know if the client is happy with colors, positioning, texture, details, everything. And it's like my first ever commission piece. It's for a friend. She wants to give her mom a big painting of a sunflower in a dark green background in order to, you know, her mom wants to put it in the hallway, like by the entrance. So big, huge ass piece for a friend, but it is my first commission piece. So I'm nervous about it. I started drawing the flower yesterday and it looks kind of cute. I am not exactly mad about it. I am not liking the center of it. I think I need to make it a little bit darker and a little bit, you know, denser. I need to do something about that center because I am not completely happy about it. But I'm not touching that center with a 10 feet pole until I finish the rest, because it may be optic illusions because the rest is not complete yet, and I am now being a little bit picky. So I'm only touching that after everything is done and before I move on to the canvas. So round number 1. What are you? High expectations, oh lordy. Crap. High expectations. I don't know. This is, huh. Oh, I think I know what I can put here, and I have started it, but I'm not that far in it yet. I think I'm 100 pages in it, and this book is like nearly 500 pages. But Dark Dawn by J. Kristoff. This is book number 3 in the Nevernight Chronicles. I have been pushing this back because I'm scared. It's the last book in the series that I really, really, really enjoy, and I'm freaking scared of finishing it and not having anything that gives me the feeling that these books do. So, again, it's a good choice for a book, I have to say. It is a good choice. And, well, I'm excited for this, but I'm also very scared. I don't want to finish it. I really don't. Let's go for round 2. Also, a backup book for that will be Scythe, because I know I like it, but again, I want to reread the whole series before reading the final book, because I have lost some details, because I have read it a long time ago. Again, yeah, I know I like it. Kind of scared that I will read it a second time and not like it, but you know. Round number 2, and let me, god damn it, Goodreads Choice Awards. These are the Goodreads Choice Awards winners for the sets that I have chosen, and so I have chosen 5 categories, and I cannot remember for the life of me if I have filmed a video on that or not. But I had 5 picks. So mystery, thriller, fantasy, science fiction, and science fiction, YA fiction, and YA fantasy and sci-fi. Out of these 5, I have read one, which is A Court of Silver Flames by Sarah J. Maas. Absolutely love it. It's Sarah J. Maas. I am expecting to love it. So, from this, I'm going to choose Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley. And the sole reason I am choosing this, wait, no. Let's change that. That can be, an option. So, option 1 is Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley because it has an audiobook on script. So, I know there's one of the prompts that is a different format, and so I can use that for that. But option number 2 is The Last Thing He Told Me by Laura Dave. And this is a mystery thriller, and one of the prompts for Whateverathon is a spooky book. So I could easily use Dark Dawn for that, because that book terrifies me. I don't want to finish it. But I can also use this, and it would fit the theme better. So let's go for round number 3. And I'm trying to look at my shelf, see if there's anything that would catch my attention. Something I really... So we are back, and we were on round number 3. And I was shuffling and honestly filling up space while talking, while shuffling. Trying to see if there were any books that caught my attention. And this is gonna sound crazy, but I want to do a Throne of Glass reread at some point. So I don't know when, but I do want to do one. I was talking about these books with a friend I met last Friday, and she likes Sarah J. Maas. She's just finishing the A Court of Thorns and Roses series, and she hasn't read neither Crescent City or Throne of Glass. And I was like, oh my god, before you jump into Crescent City, you need to read Throne of Glass. There are some references, and it's funnier if you get the references. Besides, I squealed my heart out. So, read Throne of Glass before going into Crescent City. And she was like, oh, okay, I can buy it. It's cheap on Kindle. It was €5 and something. So it was really cheap. And I was like, oh my god, yes. When you want to read it, tell me. We gotta do a buddy read of that. She was like, okay. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna reread it. I was so... She's a really, really cool girl, and she shares a lot of the same, taste in reading as I do. So it's been quite a fun little bit. Okay, round number 3. Crap. Other. I actually have the perfect book for this. Hang on. Okay, so for other, I actually have Inês de Castro by Isabel Stilwell. This is a book in... Well, first of all, let's go for parts. First one, this book is in Portuguese. I don't usually read in Portuguese, even though it is my native tongue. So, that's point number 1. Point number 2, this is a historical romance book. I don't usually read historical books. So this fits in perfectly in Other, being a historical romance. And I know I can fit it pretty well in Whateverathon, because there's a lot of prompts there that I can make this fit in. So Inês de Castro was a queen from Portugal, and this part is true, okay? She was made queen after she died. She fell in love with Sir Peter something, I can't remember his name, but she was first hired as a maid for Prince Peter's at the time, wife, and or not wife, but future wife. And she ended up having an affair with Prince Peter. Prince Peter fell deeply in love with Inês, and they had, I believe, 2 kids. Now, Sir Peter moved her to a farm away from Lisbon at the time to protect her, because his father, King Alfonso IV, was not happy that Sir Peter was fumbling around with someone who was not from royal blood or from noble blood, and he got her killed. And so this part I don't know if it's true, but there's a lot of transcripts from the time that say this, and so this is deeply unsettling, but it is true. So when Sir Peter ascended to the throne, he got Inês's body out of her resting place, put her on the throne, and made her queen. So she is sometimes referred to as the Dead Queen. Now, this is like one of the biggest love stories in the Portuguese history. Again, most of this is true. Or, I mean, all of this is true. I am deeply disturbed about the last part. But I guess it's true. There's a lot of transcripts at the time by a lot of famous historians from that time, and all of them say that. So King Peter was a little bit cuckoo. So yeah, Queen Inês was made queen after she died. And Isabel Stilwell does write a lot of books in terms of romance, in the romance genre. And I am excited. This is one of my favorite love stories in the Portuguese culture, maybe being surpassed by The Miracle of Roses. It's another legend I really, really like from the Portuguese culture. And again, it has a book. So I am excited that these kinds of stories are getting the attention they deserve and getting books. I know somewhere around my house I have another book, another historic romance book about Pedro e Inês. I don't know the name of that one. I can check, because that would also be a good read. And I remember reading that book, that specific book, when I was younger with my mom's order, because that book, from what I remember, has some spicy scenes. And I was, I don't know, maybe 14, 15 at the time, and I wanted to check out my mom's books because I had read all of mine, and I was like, oh my god, lend me something. It just so happens my mom has a spicy book or two on her shelf. One of them, she didn't allow me to read it. I read it anyway. I just took it out and like read what I could, and then bookmarked the page and then put it back on the spot. And so I did read the book. That book is mostly smut, like Kindle Unlimited kind of smut. And then there's the Inês and Pedro's love story. And that one has some spicy scenes, although it is mostly historical romance. Now the other one was pure spice. I don't know how my mom never found out I read it. I don't think, I mean, I have raided her bookshelves a lot, okay? My mom is not a huge reader, so she has like 4 or 5 books. I have raided her bookshelves, and the only book I haven't read from her bookshelves is Ecuador, because that crap is huge. Part of it is also passed in Portugal, the other part is in Brazil, if I'm not mistaken. But part of it is passed in Portugal, in my mom's homeland. So I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna read it. And there was even a TV show at the time, and so I was really excited about reading Ecuador, but that thing is like 700 pages long. in Portuguese, which is not something I am used to reading. This is shameful. I'm Portuguese, but I don't usually read in Portuguese. 95% of my reading is done in English. But yeah, that is the only book I haven't rated from her shelf. Every single other book I've read it. And my mom is either a Nicholas Spark kind of girl or a Kindle Unlimited smut girl. So there's no in between. My mom doesn't read a lot, so it's kind of like, oh, there's a Nicholas Spark and it's famous. Here's for your birthday. And she sometimes gets to it when we go to the beach. Other than that, she never reads. She doesn't like to. She prefers to play Candy Crush on her phone. I'm the reader of the family, like, legit. So, yes, that bookshelf has been raided a lot of times. I have no clue how my mom didn't find out I read that smutty book at 14, 15. Because that book has some. It's... I'm still shocked I read it. I may reread it soon. You know, just remember how decadent that book was, because... boy, that book was something. Most of that book, the main character is naked. And with one or two or more people in her bed. So, or in the church. Or in the graveyard. Or at their places. So, yeah. Oh my god. You know, those were the times I was very, very curious on why my mom didn't let me read all the books on her shelf. And, you know, the one she specifically said, don't read it, this is not for your age, it's the one. I thought, let's see about that. And I read it. Yeah. Last round. What is that? Physical copy. I need to find another physical book. What physical book am I gonna fit in this? Crap. Well, just to get me back in my, you know, comfort zone, I am gonna read, let me go pick it up. Okay, so for this one, I decided to go for fantasy, because I don't have enough on this TBR, and it's kind of bugging me. But I also decided to go for an easier read, and I know this is a book I can read in one sitting, and it is Betrayed by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. Again, this is a book that is in Portuguese. I do want to find the rest of this collection in this format. I need to, you know, do some research, because I have book 1 and book 2 in the pocketbook format on this. And fun fact, I actually bought both of these books in Algarve a few years back, because I had brought a book with me and I was nearly finished with it, and then I finished it and I was like, oh shoot, well, I'm out of books. This was the time before I had my Kindle or my tablet or knew of the Kindle app. So, panic, I don't have books. Well, one day we went to the shopping mall, whatever, and I asked my mom if we could go to FNAC and, you know, for me to get a book, because me and books, I always have a book. She was like, yeah, you can choose one, it's fine. I was like, yes, fucking yes, I can get a book. So I went, and I had heard of this somewhere. Can't remember if it was from a friend from school or anything, but I had heard of the House of Night series. And so I went and got Marked. And my mom got it for me. And it is a similar pocketbook version. Oh, God, it's alive. I read Marked in 2 days. And so at the end of the second day, I was like, Mom, I'm running out of books again. She was like, already, I got you a book 2 days ago. And I was like, yeah. And I'm done. Look, I have like 3 pages left. She's like, Soph, what the hell? Okay, we can go there again, but I'm not buying it. If you want it, you're gonna have to get it. And I obviously went for the second book in the series. And so I got betrayed. And I bought it for myself. So I was really, really happy about it. And we only had like 2 or 3 days worth of vacation. And I did finish that before leaving Algarve. So yeah, the other day I was just, you know, being a normal person and socializing and everything. But I did buy these 2 books while I was there. And fun fact, I have this like really cool memory around books that when I was little, my dad went to a congress. I don't know why it was, and I don't know why I went. I was there with my grandma. So my dad went to the stuff, lectures, whatever. And me and my grandma were basically on the hobby of the hotel, and we could, you know, pick some food, and we would go on little walks on the beach. And I was very little at this time. I was like 6 or 7 years old, so really, really little. Had just gotten around how to read. And I know I spent the afternoon buying comic books with my grandma. Like each comic book was like €1 or something, and it was like the DuckTales comic books. And well, me and my grandma would go on a walk, and when we would go back, we would stop at the journal place and buy a comic book for me. So I would be sitting next to my grandma reading it, and we got some little ones, and then we got some bigger ones, because, you know, by the 3rd time my grandma had to get up with me to go buy something, she was like, why don't you choose something bigger? Just to see if it would last me a little bit longer. And I got like, it was a Kim Possible one. And then I got like 2 little DuckTales, like small ones. And then I got the 2 parts of a comic book about DuckTales that it was around the Zodiac. So they had to collect like symbols of the Zodiac. And it was in 2 parts. And I did end up buying both parts. My grandma ended up buying them for me. And then my dad, I remember at the end, got me another one. Just because, you know, I had behaved, and, you know, he gave my grandma some money and he got me another book. So it was a fun time. And I do have those comic books around somewhere. I know some are with me, either on my closet or in, you know, my attic. But I know some are at my grandma's, because I watch them, I see them every time I go there, and she lovingly takes care of them for me, and she keeps them in the living room. So every time I go there, I see the DuckTales, and every time I see them, I laugh, because it was a really cute story. Anyway, we have 4 prompts, and they are High Expectations with Dark Dawn. We have Goodreads Choice Awards with that spooky book, or the Firekeeper's Daughter. And then we have Other with Inês de Castro by Isabel Stilwell. And then we have physical copy with Betrayed by PC Cast and Kristen Cast. And so our pile is looking a little bit like this. Both of these are in Portuguese, which I'm shocked. I know, I'm reading in my mother tongue. Oh my god, I don't usually do that. But yes, English fantasy, Portuguese historical romance fiction, and Portuguese supernatural fantasy romance stuff. For Whateverathon, oh boy. Okay, so we have Dark Dawn, and I can put this on a previous TBR, favorite genre, and continue a series. I can put that in those 3. For Betrayed, I have One word title. I have no clue. Honestly, I am gonna bend a little bit the less than 300 pages, because this tiny version is 387 pages. So I'm sure the bigger version is not over 300 pages by a lot, so I am bending that one to fit. And we have Inês de Castro, and it will be on less read genre. It will be on different format, because it's in Portuguese. And it will be on, well, if I finish Betrayed first and then Dark Dawn, I can fit it on last letter, first letter. I don't know where this is gonna go. I'm gonna try, okay? I'm gonna try. And the other one is fitting, oh, this is also fitting in hybrid genre. The other one is going to be Spooky Book, and I don't know, probably 2021 release, because it was released last year. I don't think I have any books that have, oh, this one has. This one has a weapon on the cover, so I'm gonna try and shuffle my books around and see if I can cover at least 12 prompts with these 4 books, and then I'll figure something out for the rest. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I sure did. I'm so glad that I'm back to filming and reading and everything. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.